Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on relationship frequencies, we're going to be looking at your relationship with your brother. So if you've been having issues, or it doesn't even have to be issues, we're just going to do a reading on your and your brother's relationship. And we will see where it goes. So I do set the intention that these videos reach those who need them when they need them. However, it doesn't mean that the entire reading is for you. It just might be a portion of it. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So we're going to look at, how does your brother currently feel about you, we'll say. Oh, how does your brother currently feel about you? Let's see. Oh, lots of cards. I don't want so many. One, please. How does your brother feel about you? There we go. Okay, so interesting. So we got the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is about expansion, foresight, growth. And here you can see on this card, it says your plans are coming to fruition. Your efforts are paying off as your success is on the horizon. So I would say that, your brother is sort of how he currently feels about you is almost this, like he sees you making progress. He sees you in doing this expansion, doing this growth in your life. So maybe you even have a question on, oh, what does my brother really think of me right now? And because I just got divorced, or I just quit my job and went to a different job, or whatever it is. And actually how he sees this right now is that you are on this progression. You're stepping forward, right? So the Three of Wands is sort of like you're making these plans and you're starting to take the steps towards your goal. So and this in the relationship context could also be that he sees your relationship growing, right? This relationship is expanding. This relationship is progressing. So let's actually ask that. How does he see your relationship? So he sees you as progressing, moving forward, but it could also be maybe, say you had troubles. And so now you are progressing, you're expanding, you're healing, you're doing better, but the relationship might be still slightly rocky or healing in those terms. So let's see, how does your brother see your relationship? Okay, so we got two cards. So we've got the reversed Ace of Swords, and this is about being confused, having miscommunication, there being chaos. When it's upright, it's about the clarity, the truth, having that breakthrough moment, right? Like finally the veil lifts and I can see the path, I can see the truth. And so when it's reversed, it's like, oh, I'm a little bit confused. I don't see the path forward. I don't, I'm indecision. I don't want to make a decision yet. I'm debating which way do I go, kind of thing. It can even involve like some dishonesty or the chaos, right? So I would think right now your brother kind of like, oh, maybe we're not quite communicating properly. Maybe we don't quite understand each other at the moment. Maybe there's a little bit of chaos in our relationship because of those misunderstandings. He was trying to help you and you took it the wrong way, or you were trying to help him, he took it the wrong way, not a full understanding of things. And then we also have, though, the reversed Ten of Wands. So this is all about having all these burdens, all this responsibility. He's got all these wands here and he's carrying them and they're so heavy, and he is moving forward and he's progressing and it's almost at the end, but there's all these burdens. And this way those burdens are releasing, right? There's this release of those burdens. It can also be avoiding the burdens, but it can be not putting in the effort, right? So you're not carrying these wands anymore. You're like, forget it. I'm not going to carry them to the finish line. That's it. It's ending. And so what I'd say is that it's like, feeling overwhelmed just sort of popped out there. This wording, feeling overwhelmed, is what that says. So I think right now, although he feels about you that you're progressing, you're expanding, you're doing better, right? You're having this growth within your relationship. There is some confusion. There's some miscommunication. Maybe you two aren't communicating properly, or you're not fully understanding each other's points of views when you are communicating. And then sort of a lack of effort being put into it, or having this procrastination, or again, feeling overwhelmed by it. So maybe he feels overwhelmed by all this miscommunication that's going on. Maybe he feels that you're not understanding him and his perspective. And that's kind of overwhelming him because he wants you to understand, and he feels there's this miscommunication because you're not understanding. So what advice to fix this? So I will say, let's just stop. Your brother sees you on a good path, right? Your brother has these warm feelings towards you. It's just the relationship right now might have a few issues in it, right? Someone not making an effort, being confused, having the miscommunication. So what advice in order to enhance this relationship does Spirit have? So what advice in order to enhance this relationship, stop the miscommunication, get going on the right path, mending? Maybe, you know, if one of you had addiction issues, I would say it would be you with this progress, expansion, growth. That if you had addiction issues that sort of severed the relationship, maybe you stole from them, you know, you weren't very nice to them, maybe you just disappeared endlessly, they didn't know if you were alive or dead, and now he sees you progressing, he sees that you're doing good, but you know, the relationship hasn't been completely mended yet. They're really, you know, and there might be some like hesitancy too, right? Holding back because, ooh, I don't know, you know, exactly how to even approach you because it's like starting a new relationship again, right? Like you're a new person. And so that relationship sort of has to recalibrate, realign. So what advice, please? Let's get some advice. It'll eventually come out. It'll come out in its own timing. That's what Spirit says. Its own timing, when it wants to come out. Don't force me. So, now we've got a big mess here. Let's get this back together. And we'll try it again. Okay. We're just having some issues. I tried this deck today. It's a little bit easier for me to work with. And the other one was a little slippery, so I thought maybe I'd have, there we go, some better luck today. So, Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, right? So this is opportunities, prosperity, growth, finding abundance, being able to manifest something, and it's new beginnings. It's being at the beginning. So your advice is just understand that this relationship is at the beginning. So even though, you know, you may be 40 years old and your brother's 45 and you're like, we've known each other for years now, how can this relationship be at the beginning? Something changed, whatever it was, right? You had this relationship and then somehow something changed, and now this is the beginning of your new relationship. So it could even be you guys were separated for a long time, you didn't actually grow up together, and so you're starting this new relationship, or one of you had addiction issues, and so there was, you know, this blockage in between you, this wall, this maybe even completely cutting off. But now that those addiction issues are over, now we have this new beginning. So the advice for you is just understand that this is a new beginning, and you're both going to have to feel each other out and sort of understand what this new relationship is, right? The past, you had your past relationship, whatever it was in the past, but that's because of the changes that have occurred, whatever they were, that relationship doesn't exist anymore, and whether good or bad. But now you're in this new spot where you're having this new beginning. But this is an opportunity. This new beginning is being handed, right? He's handing off this opportunity. Now remember though, that's an opportunity. That doesn't mean you're going to end up at the 10 of Pentacles in this relationship. That's not how it works. This is an opportunity for you to get to the 10 of Pentacles, but you need to put in the effort. You need to actually work on that communication, work on growing the relationship, spend time with each other, those type of things. But this is definitely a new beginning for you and your brother. And do we have any other cards of advice, please? Oh, okay. Interesting cards of advice. So, but this says here, which is interesting, you have reached rock bottom, but the only way to go from here is up. right? So maybe your relationship, right? This is a card that so many swords, just can't take one more, right? The straw that broke the camel's back, and he's broken. That's done now. And so what this is saying, though, is you've already reached that rock bottom in your relationship. You've already hit it for whatever reason, whatever happened between you and your brother, whether it's both of you causing it or only one of you causing it, it doesn't matter. It's that relationship has hit rock bottom, but now you have your new opportunities coming, right? So the worst is behind you, as long as you ensure that the worst is kept behind you. And now you can move forward, and obviously your brother sees you progressing and moving forward, and so you can take this relationship with you. You just need to actively work on it and realize that the painful side, the betrayal, the hurt, all that is in the past now, and we're moving forward with this new beginning in our relationship. And I think what I'm going to do, we are talking about relationships. Where are we? This deck here. So we're going to get you an oracle card from this deck here. This is a more sort of relational deck. So we'll see what message comes out of this deck for your relationship with you and your brother. Let's see. Please, can we get a card as a message for this reading? Oh, I'm having trouble. There we go. Ooh, lots and lots. We'll put those back. That's a little too many. Let's try and do this. There we go. Thank you. So, cosmic bloom. So my love expands beyond boundaries, embracing the vastness of the cosmos and all beings within it. Okay? So your love between you and your brother is growing, right? So whatever's going on here, it's starting to grow. So whether, who knows what happened in your past? Something happened in the past. Your relationship wasn't that great, or maybe it was even non-existent, but your love knows no boundaries. Your love is expanding. You're progressing. And there's this new beginning, this new opportunity to build a new relationship between you and your brother. And we're going to get you an angel number today. So can we please get an angel? Whoa, okay, we'll take that one in a second. That one really wanted to come out, apparently. And then we'll get one more once I'm done shuffling the cards. Okay, can we get one more angel number? And then we'll look at the other one, see what it says too. An angel number, please. Thank you. And we got two more, so we'll take them both. And we'll take them like this. So, 646 is security. So, work hard and stay disciplined to unlock a happy, healthy, and successful life. Your guardian angels are here to help. Okay, so work on this relationship and stay disciplined with it, right? And whether this card is purely focused on your relationship or focused on your recovery and your healing, but it's saying put in the effort, put in the hard work of building that relationship back with your brother, and it will lead to happiness, success, wealth, but wealth within the relationship, right? Love, abundance within the relationship. And then we've got clarity, 543. So trust yourself and the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. Okay, so trust the universe. If you're trying to work and you're trying to make this relationship better with your brother, trust the universe that these changes you're making in order to build a better relationship with your brother, you will achieve those goals if you're making those necessary changes. So again, if we're going back to the addictions, if you are currently clean, right, and you're currently rebuilding your life and setting your life back up cleanly, keep going with those changes, and you're going to get to that goal of building that relationship back up with your brother. And then lastly, we have divine guidance, 000. What's 000? Start of a new cycle, new beginnings, right? That's what that is. So you're receiving guidance and protection from the universe. Trust in the divine path for your life, okay? You are being guided. You're being guided to this new beginning. You're being guided to build this relationship back up. You're being guided to understand that love knows no bounds, and that your love is infinite, and that this relationship can be built back up. But you're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to put in the time, right? But you have this pentacle being presented to you. You have this new opportunity in order to mend or create or whatever it is, bridge this relationship so that you can have a good relationship with your brother. So I hope this message helped you. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.